뇌물이 다 어디 갔지?
Is that how you are when you're drunk?
Sexy type of drunk. So whenever So I've been in Korea for 10 years, so I was abroad all half of my life. No success without sweat and tears. We do something crazy sometimes because, like guys,
Yeah.
all guys together at the dorm, we get bored. Like fashion show in the dorm. Sometimes Chao Jun had a very intense glance like, are you into me or something? Sport is beyond just competing against each other. It's more of you creating a new friendship. It's more than just who win or lose. They work that for years with all the sweat.
So what can we expect from four of you?
You have to wait and see.
เคยไหมตื่นขึ้นมาแล้วรู้สึกว่าสิ่งที่เคยเวิร์กมันไม่เวิร์กอีกต่อไปเราทำอะไรผิดไม่เราไม่ได้ทำอะไรผิดเราแค่ทำเหมือนเดิมแต่โลกกำลังจัดเรียงใหม่มันไม่ได้เปลี่ยนแค่เรื่องเดียวแต่มันกำลังเปลี่ยนระบบ The Secret Sauce Summits The Age of Builders
เป็นสวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ Welcome to the show
Thank you
and
for
welcome
having me.
back welcome back to Thailand we are so happy every time you came and visit and how long are you staying this time
I'm staying for I'm going
Is it
back on 20
days or weeks or what
So weeks,
Yeah.
2 weeks now. So I'm here for my concert, and then after that, I have my new song coming out. So I'm here to
Nice.
promote my new song as well. Also, try something new,
Cool.
in my hometown. So I'm staying for a week more, and then I'm going back on 25.
I see
Yes.
yes you're still based in Korea of course
Yes.
but you keep going to many places
I'm
right
going to many places, just
Right.
China, Japan, Korea, Thai,
all over the place
US, just flying out.
yeah is it fun for you to travel around
Yes, I do like to stay in a hotel as well. I feel like it's the time that I get a tight sleep
oh okay
because I don't have to clean my own place. I don't
that's
have
the big thing
yeah,
right
big thing,
yeah
and it's quiet. And I think I'm very good at adapt to new places because when I get used to one bed mattress, I can't sleep.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. We've been waiting for this. And by we, I mean myself, my team, and our audience, because you're one of the most requested guests to appear on the show. And our dream has just come true, everybody. That is here. And let's talk about your concert. You just had your concert.
Yes. Oh, but
just last week, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you for having me today.
Of course.
It's a pleasure.
Yes. So, 10th anniversary concert.
Yes.
The first time in 10 years that you've been in the industry. Yeah.
So I've been in Korea for 10 years, so I was abroad all half of my life. I was oh, it's my 10-year anniversary. Where should I do my first concert once I become more independent, have my own labels, trying to start something new? And I was like, okay, I think it's the best place to do a 10-year anniversary would be my hometown. So I decided to come back here, arrange everything, the concert with my team, and then boom, in the short period of time, the 10-year anniversary concert happened, and the name is 10 Core 0110. And then during the concert, you could see I invite so many Thai artists who is very so good at singing. They're very good entertaining people, and I discovered Thai artists had a very high potential of being a global scale artist. And then I did get to learn so many things by just interact with all the Thai artists, and I'm very impressive.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed by their potential and how they show me their tips and tricks during
That's
the rehearsal.
great to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how long did you prepare for the concert? I imagine it would take you a long time and a lot, right? To put together this huge concert?
Perry is just 2 months.
Oh, okay.
We've been like running crazy, like a lot of like communication like abroad, because like for this concert like 10 Core we had the Korean team from Element, and also like 10 Sounds production house concert, and also like maybe my Thai song as well, and it can be like for other artists as well. So we have a lot of like conversation back and forth about the concert, so very fast feedback, and then we just make all of this happen in 2 months.
I think 2 months is a very short period of time, right?
It's very short.
Yeah, and you guys still make it happen.
I think-
and it's such a great job.
I think I had to shout out to the team that they did a great job, because even though like this is everything is like made around me, we had our role separate. Like, okay, I will focus on the things I have to do, and you have to focus on the things you have to do. Like the team and everyone just like do it so fast and really support my back, so I can really focus on my like artwork and creativity.
Yeah, it's great to have great team to
Yes.
support you and just help you with everything that you need, right?
Right.
Yeah, and everybody like have fun together too.
Yeah.
Because one of our team, she went to the concert and she cannot stop talking about the concert. So she was so impressed. She had a lot of fun. So which is the best or the highlight moment of the evening, from your opinion?
Every part. No,
Every
but
part?
I feel like because like everyone is very give their all to every section of the concert, so I would and select just one section. But for me personally, I really like the rehearsal process before the concert, like while we were sitting down, just like do all the talking, like in the practice room, just like rehearse with all the dancers, the staff, kind of do all the talking and all the, like, oh, this is like, no, this is yes, this is no. Like all the talking that happened behind. During that time is the moment that I really enjoy doing
Yeah.
it, because you can see everyone like very passionate about like doing all the work. And then I also very happy to be like, to do all the sweating with all the dancer and everyone. Yeah.
So at every moment leading up to the big event.
Yes.
Yeah. The excitement and the anticipation, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Element, you mentioned
Oh,
your
yes.
new level, your own level. Does it feel different now that you're the big boss? Like you have to run this level, not just an artist.
Yes, I think it's very different because, but as I say, I'm very lucky that I have like my team, like Element and also 10 Sounds with me to like help me figure things out as well. But the bigger change is before I would be only focused on my like artwork, on my like music,
Your performance.
like all the creative stuff. But right now it's more like communicating, and I have to be more responsible for like everything that's go around me, because but I learned a lot from this opportunity. It's
Yeah.
been just like 2-3 months, but during this time I think it's like 5 years of like knowledge that I got like input
Right.
in my brain.
Right. Because you've been in the industry for so long, so
Yes.
you've seen it done before. You can learn from a lot of like great people around you
Yes.
too. Yeah.
But doing it by yourself is a different story.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. But I can see that you're having
No.
so much fun.
It's I think it's very, you're having fun, but at the same time it's very tiring. I wouldn't
Yeah.
if I say like, oh, it's good, just like I'm happy every day, that's a lie. But I would
know.
say
Yeah.
it's tiring, but you see what you gain from those like hard
Yeah.
times and all those like tons of like communication.
Yeah.
Like you see like what you get after that and things you learn. So I was like, okay, I think it's the right choice for me to like start doing this.
Yeah, of course. If you want to create like huge and important things, of course you have to put in your hard work, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's no easy way to achieve the greatness.
No success without sweat and tears.
Yeah, okay. So let's talk about languages, because that's another thing that your fans get a lot of inspiration from you, because you speak so many languages, right? So
yes.
maybe we can start with this mini
Okay.
games, because have you seen this TikTok trend where they say the same sentence with different moods?
Yes.
Yeah, but this time for you, it's going to be different moods and also different language too. Right. Okay. So actually, I consult with AI. Like, with what phrase should we like have 10 play
Yeah.
with us? So and I talked to like 3 different AIs, and one phrase came up. So it's "Where's my hair?" Do you still remember "Where's
Yes.
my hair"?
I think that's from my Seven Sense era.
Where's my hair?
Yes.
My early debut days. So I think I was like talking with my friends, but I don't know what's like the theme of the content. But then I just say like, "Where's my hair?" And
Yeah.
that kind of goes like viral for a bit.
Yeah.
during that
So
time.
so it's like you got your new haircut for the new concept of the.
Yes, I remember now.
Right. And then you were surprised by how short it turned out to be or
Yes,
something.
yes.
Right. So it's like nothing you expected.
Yes.
Yeah. So you be like, "Where's my hair?" And your fans
No.
love it.
Like that things came out because I was young, and then during that time,
Yeah.
you know, like you wake up like 5 a.m. in the morning to go to like the salon to all the hair makeup, and then that's the first day I had to do my haircut. So I fall asleep on my chair during like them
Yeah.
like trying to like do like all the dressing.
Right.
And then when I open up, when I wake up, my hair just like becomes super short, and I was like, "Where's my hair?"
Yeah. So now we're gonna replicate that,
Sure.
but with different moods and a language. All right. So
Yeah.
we start with English,
Okay.
but sad.
Said, "Where's my hair?"
But did you feel sad at the time too, or you were just surprised? It's like many years ago.
I was surprised and also like I shouldn't have slept on the chair.
So you might have a little say in your
Yeah.
like how long it should be. Okay. How about in Korean but drunk?
In Korea, but drunk. 내 물이 다 어디 갔지?
Is that how you are when you're drunk?
I'm a sexy type of drunk, so when I'm
So when you're drunk, you get sexy?
no, when I'm drunk, I talk like quietly.
Okay, all right, okay.
Maybe that's more commercial kind of way. No one knows.
Right, no one knows. Okay, and okay, now in Thai, but flirty.
ถ้าภาษา
That's
ไทย
tricky.
ต้องพูดอะไรอ่ะ
นั่นสิ
ผมอยู่ไหน ผมอยู่ไหน
ผมอยู่ไหน ผมหายไปไหนหมด
เอ้ยผมอยู่ไหนครับ Oh, that's not flirty. That's
Do you get flirty sometimes too?
you mean me?
Yeah.
Like to someone else?
Yeah.
Yeah, to my fans.
Okay. Like maybe playfully flirty.
Yeah, playfully flirty.
Playfully flirty. Yeah. Okay.
But I think like flirty that there can be so many ways. I think I'm more of like a very like more of like a friendly flirty kind of type.
Yeah.
Like a child play.
Right. Yeah. Like in the teasing way.
Yeah, teasing way.
Just teasing,
Yeah.
right? Okay. In Chinese, but confused.
我头发去哪里？
So which word is hair in Chinese?
头发
Tofa. Okay. And Janali is of course where.
Where, right.
All right. Okay. In Japanese, and happy.
あれ髪の毛どこ行った？
So you speak a lot of languages, but does your personality also change when switching between languages too?
I think the language changed how I sound, but I'm not changing my personality.
You're still you.
Yes.
Like, okay, same vibe.
The meaning behind every word. So like in English more straightforward, but in Thai or in Korea or in Japan, like one word like มีความสุข or like สนุก but like in Korea the word like มีความสุข that has the same meaning but like 10 more that are similar but just a little
Okay. Like nuance.
nuance that help you to express more feelings to
I
it.
see.
So I feel like because of like each language had their own like meaning behind all the words. That's why when you speak in those language, like it makes the word, the vocabulary that you choose,
Okay.
kind of like present your personality as well.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So you're saying sometimes like language helps you be more like expressive
Yes.
with what you want to say, something like that.
Yes.
Okay.
And also like in English, the word is very straightforward. That's why when we speak English, it sounds like we're like very bold or like brave or very straightforward. But in Korea or Japanese, that what I think it might not be the right.
Yeah, from your experience.
Yeah, from my experience.
Yeah.
But it's like in Korea, like the word you choose you can like see. Oh, I think he's like very polite, or he's like this kind of like person. Yeah.
Okay. So which language are you still actively learning the most?
I'm if I have time, I'm trying to learn like everything because if you don't use it often or read,
Yeah.
you just forget
Yeah, okay.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you just like learning by using it.
by using. And
Yeah.
also, if I have time, nowadays like I don't know if I can say this, but like a social media platform like SNS and stuff. They have all the language account that you can follow.
Oh,
So I
okay.
do follow those kind of account and
That's
just like
good.
during my free time, if I just like surf the internet and then come across those pages, just like stop for a second, just like read it through.
Yeah. That's great. That's micro learning.
Yeah,
I think
oh,
that's a
yes.
trend too. So you don't have to like spend the whole hour
Yeah.
to like actively learning the language, but you can just like do it like all the time. Like
Yeah.
spread it throughout your day.
Yes.
For example. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's do one word or more. So another
Okay.
game that we will get to know then even more through
Sure.
his own word. All right. So one English word you've just learned recently. Any new word in your life?
Yes.
Okay.
It might be super recently that I don't remember. Can I check it on my dictionary?
Sure. Please.
Let me check. Oh, nonchalant.
Nonchalant. Oh, okay. That's your new word. Where did you heard it from?
No, because I was talking to my like producer friends, and because we're gonna write like a love song and stuff, so we start like having conversation. Like, what's your past relationship? And then one of my friends was like, the way you do because you're nonchalant. Because you're nonchalant. I was like, wait, what is nonchalant? Because I know like kind of understand like the actual definition, but when you're using those kind of sentences, it's just like a different meaning.
I see.
So I was like, So you kind of make people like kind of confused and stuff. So like, nonchalant. Yeah.
Okay. So did you like would you like put that in your new song, for example? Like when you came across the new words,
Yeah.
normally people would try to like work it in the sentence or
Yes.
try to use it in real life. Yeah. Would you do it? Like
I was trying to use it in my real life, but sometimes like so many things happen.
Yeah.
So like if I tend to forget it that I learned it, so I put all those words in my notes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's a great habit to have. Like hear new word, like write
Just
it down.
write it down on my notes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay. How about one Chinese word that you learned from your Wavy members?
One Chinese word.
Yeah. Do you still remember like any word in particular that? Oh, okay. He taught me that word. It's very
What
interesting.
kind of word do you want to know? Give me
Ooh,
some
okay.
clue then.
Word that you can actually use, or maybe slangs.
Slangs.
Yeah. But in Chinese.
Let me think. Oh, this is a very Chinese way of saying. Let me think.
You really?
Because in Chinese, 比如说想想试试
Ah.
好好 so like
Like repeating the
repeating the
word.
word, then it's kind of like you're kind of exaggerate like how like do it
Ah.
you know like
So let
like,
me think.
you know
Okay.
like our grandma like also from like a Chinese like sentence, right? So like sometimes like oh king is like kind of like so it's like the same so like when it's like 你想想 or like oh 你试试
Oh, but in Thai we have Maya Mok too, right? We tend to repeat the
right,
word
right,
too.
right.
And actually, my foreign friends actually asked me about this in Thai language too. But
Yeah.
why do you guys have to like repeat words? Yeah.
It's like exaggerating, like
Yeah.
like do it. Oh, I can teach you my Chinese name.
Okay. Which is
It's like Li Yongxing.
Li Yongxing.
Or if you and then it's like a different like Chinese like character. So Qin Qin is can be also mean like kiss.
Ah, okay. So Xing Xing mean
Kiss.
kiss.
Yes.
Kiss me. Ah, Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Let's move on to Korean now.
Sure.
One Korean word NCTU members say to each other all the time.
뭐해?
Moe,
Yeah. It's
which
like,
means what?
what are you doing?
Oh, okay.
It's yeah, in terms of like if you're not together, just like you want to text that person,
Like
but
shaking in?
right, and then you
Okay.
just like, what are you doing?
Okay.
I like-
So you're really curious about what they are doing, not just what are you doing? Not in that
I
sense.
think like when you just like do like a text message, just like "뭐해" is more like "hello." It's kind of had those feeling to it.
Yeah. I see.
Just like I wanna like talk to you about something, but just like
Okay.
yeah, it's just like
What is one weird habit that you and your members had back in the dorm, in the trainee dorm?
if I know that is weird, I won't do it. That means I don't know what the things I did is it weird or not. But,
Okay.
like, okay.
Right.
Nothing is very weird though, but like
So if you and your friends do, it's not weird.
I think we do something crazy sometimes because you know like guys like
Yeah.
all guys together at the dorm like we get bored and we all guys are no not all no that's
no,
very
no. Okay, not all
all
guys.
guys just
Okay,
like
but
you
you
know
guys.
all guys so like I think like during our training days we had like a big thing up the next day so no one could like can sleep that night so we were like let's do something fun so we just like do some weird like fashion show in the dorm we kind of
Like the fashion show, like
the catwalk thingy so
okay.
we just put all the weird clothes on us and then just like do some like fashion
improvise
show,
some weird outfit and then
Outfit.
just show it off
show it out and then
with loud music.
no music
No music too.
because like, it's an apartment in Korea so at night if you turn it too
okay.
loud so
Yeah.
you might disturb like the neighbors.
So it's a quiet, like silent fashion show.
Silent fashion
with
show.
weird outfit.
Yes, and then we do some games, and if you like lose, you have to go to the convenience store and get some water with that clothes on.
That should be fun.
Yeah.
So did you lose?
Nah,
No, never.
Yeah.
Wow, you're good.
but
Right.
we go down together.
Okay. Just to like laugh at it.
Laugh, yeah.
Right. Okay. If you were to compare yourself to an animal, what would that be?
Like everybody, like a lot of people say like a cat. Yeah, I do see the resemblance, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think because
Yeah, we see
I
some
can-
cat quality in you.
thank you. I can be like very extrovert, but I do like my quiet time as well. I need my quiet time, so
Right.
I need
Yeah.
like a time that I'm home. No one's at home, just like me sitting down, quiet,
Me
staring
time,
out
Staring out.
at the space with like one glass of wine or whiskey, just like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's very cat-like. And actually you have like 3 cats, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Do you see yourself in any of them?
I see like some part of me in all of my 3 cats.
Yeah.
Like Louis, he might seem like gentle, but if it reaches limit, he can be very aggressive sometimes.
So that's just like you?
I think so. And then Leon is very like affections, like he just like move around like on everyone, just like kind of like go on you, just like do some like cat massage and like meow at you. That's like that side of me. I also have that when I feel like okay, I need some like
Like-
I can like
yeah,
clingy.
cuddling time.
Yeah, cuddling time.
Right.
And then Levi is I think Levi like I'm very burdened sometimes as well.
Yeah.
If I have like something I wanna do, I'll like trying to do it. But I'm also trying to listen to a lot of stuff. But Levi's those kind of like cat when he want to do something, he just like go at it. And if he has something to say, he just like meow so loud. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah, okay.
I see.
Right. Okay. I want to get this done. Or yeah.
It's lucky that my cat can't speak human language. They're gonna like
Yeah. What would they say to you if they can speak human language?
Why you late? Why you late? Where's my food? Give me more.
Yeah.
Stop hugging me. Like your breath smelly sometimes when you're back. Maybe my cat would say that because I kiss my cats a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think I heard people say that one of the best quality for like all the pets is that they can talk. So if they can, yeah, they wouldn't be our best friend anymore.
That's true. But I wish I could have like a switch on and off. Like, okay, now you talk.
I want you to talk now, and now you don't.
But I see nowadays they have like, you can train your pet to do like the talk button.
Oh yes. Yeah.
And that's kind of works. I
Right.
see a lot of video on
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want my pet to talk. Yeah. I just want to communicate with them like psychically.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. That's fine with me.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. So one Thai word, okay, that you would tattoo on your body if you had to. Which word would you pick?
ครอบครัว
ครอบครัว Oh.
Yeah, I don't see like any words that I would do on my body.
All right. Okay. So you put a lot of value on your family.
Yes, I do. Thai words. Or maybe... Yeah, I think ครอบครัว is like the nice.
Nice.
Yes, I think it's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like my family like name.
List all the names
It's not
on
the
your
name.
back.
On my back would be... maybe like somewhere here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. But you have some tattoos, right?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, yeah. Which one would you say have like the most interesting stories?
Oh, maybe my first tattoo or like the letter tattoo is like I forgot what it says. Like
Where is it?
you are the light, you have to burn.
Ah.
So I feel like if you want to shine so bright, sometimes like the burning part need to happen. Yeah, so it's like give and take.
Yeah.
To what you want, you have to like give something, lose something as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Nice philosophy. Yeah, ฟังดูหล่อมาก Okay, and another reason that you're here today is because the upcoming Asian Games 2026, which will happen in Japan, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How excited are you?
I'm very excited. Asian can represent like all country in Asia, and it's a place where all like athletes can just gather around, exchange their culture, and also show their friendship, and also compete against like all the sport that they're like enter for, and they work that for like years of years with all the sweat and like like all the hard work they did, and then me there to represent like all the hard works. It's just like, oh, it's an honor for me, and I'm very happy that they choose me to be like the face and the one who helped them support like the games.
Yeah. And actually it's a huge deal for Thai people too, because we've been watching Asian Games for like years.
Yes.
But this is the first time that we would have like this massive and official like cheering campaign like this too.
Yes.
So this year there's a very interesting slogans too.
Yes.
So there's like more than a sporting event, which is
Yes.
like มากกว่ามหกรรมกีฬา and also imagine one Asia.
Yes.
Right. So how do you feel about those messages?
Oh yes, I think like more than a sporting events, I think that's right, because I do play sport, and I think everyone knows like when you participate in sports, it's more than just like who win or lose.
Yeah.
Even though you're from a different place, during like while you compete against each other, you kind of exchange like information, your energy, and then after that you you shake hands, and then you share it. Like while you're playing, you are like exchanging your story to another like player as well. And it's more like you're creating like new like social system. You're creating new friendship, new connection. So I feel like sport is more like a connecting kind of way.
Yeah, it brings people together.
Yeah.
And when we compete in a sport, we kind of have this like encouragement from each other, and we want to do better. We want to
Yes.
improve ourselves, and we get a lot of new friends too. Yeah,
Definitely.
I love sports in that sense a lot. Yeah, so maybe now we can do some more like mini games according to the sport. So
Yes.
this one is called best you've ever known. All right. So
Yes.
first of all, if you could compete in any sport at all in the Asian Games 2026, which sport would you pick? Like which one do you have like the best chance to win? Do you think?
Badminton,
Badminton.
maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you still play?
Sometimes.
All right.
What you do? Yeah, I think badminton.
Yeah, it's a fun sport to watch too,
Yes.
and Thai people, we have like a lot of great athletes too in badminton,
Yes.
right? Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about some of the new sports introduced in this coming Asian Games. Padel.
Padel.
Have you played? Have you watched?
No, I never.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It's like the combination of like tennis and squash and
I think I saw
Yeah.
it on like on the social media.
Yeah, a lot of fun to watch. So it's a brand new sport in this coming Asian Games, and it is played in pairs. All right.
Okay.
So who's the one person you've had the best working chemistry with? Anybody at all?
Sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of great chemistry with a lot of people like while working because like different projects have different like ways of doing it. But for sports, I think my member Yang
Yang?
Yang,
Okay. Why?
because we don't really talk. We talk a lot. We're that close that sometimes we don't have to talk, but we know like the other like thinking during like when we're doing the working
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So I think that would be great for sport as well because while you're doing sport, you don't really like
Right.
อยู่ไปซ้ายอยู่ไปขวา no one say that.
Yeah.
It's more of like
you can know each other's
yeah,
move.
yeah, yes.
Right. And you can kind of trust each other
Yeah.
to like, okay, cover there and covering here. Yeah.
Right.
So when you play sport, do you get like competitive?
Yes, I'm very aggressive.
Okay.
And I'm competitive.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I choose not to do a lot of sport right now because I also have to do like dancing and stuff in their schedule that I have to like take responsibility of. And every time I do sports, I always get like I get too aggressive. Get too competitive, just like
Yeah.
like kind of over the board sometimes. And if
Yeah.
there's like injury stuff happening, then the team will be like panicking. So
Yeah.
okay, I have to save myself as well. Yeah,
But mostly I'm in this to win, right?
yeah.
That's the vibe.
That's why I'm more into like one-on-one like sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody at all that you want to collaborate with in terms of like anything at all, like work, sports, or trips?
Oh, if possible, it would be nice if we can create like a hiking like club
Oh, okay.
and invite like
So you're into hiking?
I do like camping and hiking, but
okay.
that's need like time, right? Like you need like 2 days. That would be a great because you go there do some hiking at night, just like do camp, and then the next day just like, okay, see you next week.
All right. Another thing that is new in this event is esports and breaking, which is like break dancing. Right?
Okay.
Okay. So who is the best gamer and dancer you've ever known?
Yang
Yang again?
from Wavy,
Okay.
Xiaojun from Wavy,
Okay. This is like gamer or dancer?
gamer,
Gamer. Okay.
and then Henry from Wavy.
Okay.
Because I mentioned my members because I don't play. Oh, can I say that I don't play games?
You don't?
Yeah, I don't play online games. I don't
Okay.
play.
All right. But these guys are great.
These guys like play like wow.
Seriously, and
Like they have like all the everything is like set like all the cool stuff.
oh, okay.
I the first time I see like there's a chair that had like a 360 speaker and the sound just like hit your face and feel like all like the air molecule kind of like hitting your like skin.
Whoa.
Like,
Yeah, like-
oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, like top of the line, like professional level settings, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. How about dancer? Who's the best besides yourself, of course?
Oh, yeah, yes.
You're a great dancer too, but besides you, like who is the best dancer you've known?
I would say Taemin Young.
Oh,
Okay. Kai Young. Like there's a lot of like great dancers.
yeah.
Right now, my perspective as a performer,
Okay.
I would say Kai and Taemin because like a lot of people are very good at dancing, but dancing is also like a type of art that you need to express yourself. But both of the young are very good at expressing themselves
Yeah.
while dancing as well. So I would say they're a very like professional.
Yeah, it's not just about the technique, right?
Yes.
But how you express yourself while dancing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk archery. You've done archery, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it requires precision and focus, of course. So which one person should not be anywhere near you during the competition because they'll be the most distracting? So who is the most distracting person you've known? Someone who can distract or even annoy you the most, like keep you from focusing.
A lot of people. No, I'm joking. Anyhow, well, not distract, but let me just like my members would be Xiaojun,
Okay.
but in a good way. Because like not distract, but like just for example, while we're dancing. Because when we dance, like everyone had to kind of like look around the room, but sometimes Chaojun had a very intense glance, like, but in a good way. He was trying to see like, what you do, like how you dance, like which muscle you're using. So his glance gonna be like,
He's like laser focused.
and then was like, and then I'm start to like, are you into me or something?
You get self-conscious and uncomfortable around
I'm
him a
flattered
little.
right now. Why you keep staring at me like that?
Yeah.
But it's a good way. It's a good way.
Yeah, it's good kind of distraction, I think. Yeah.
Because he's so focused on what he's like dancing is like observing, right? That's why he's
Yeah.
like very intense glance. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Another new sport that is newly introduced in this coming Asian Games is MMA. Yeah, mixed martial arts.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to ask you, who do you think is the best and toughest fighter you've known? In any sense at all?
My mom,
Your mom. Okay. In which way she fights then?
like for her son and for her
Wow.
kids. I think
Yeah.
every mom is like a big like warrior to like the
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
But your mom, so she does everything. She's done everything for you.
Yes.
And she wouldn't like back out
yes.
until her son gets the best.
I get to feel since I was young.
Yeah. Wow, great fighter. Our moms. Okay. So do you have any special message for Thai people or for anybody at all who are watching right now?
Yes.
That are also excited about this coming Asian Games?
Please zoom in on the monitor.
Yeah. So this is the message, right?
Yes, มากกว่า
Yeah.
มหกรรมกีฬา all in Asian Games ครับ Yes. So I believe like sport is beyond like just like competing against each other. It's more of like you creating like new friendship, and because it's an Asian game, I hope like all the country in Asia we can like have fun, like compete against, and we can like become one as like making a great memories during like
Yeah.
along like the during the time we're having like this events
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah. I think that's a top goal that we should
Yes.
have. Like, become one when
Yes.
like in Asians. All right. So, and I also heard that there's a huge campaigns. It's an like official on ground events.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So what can we expect from four of you?
You have to wait and see.
All right. So just stay tuned.
Stay tuned because I don't want to spoil the surprises.
Okay. All right. Good answer. So where and when can we watch?
So the 20 like Asian game in Ashinakoya in Japan, it's gonna be in Japan, and you can start watching it at September 19 to like October 4th.
Ah,
Yes.
okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time
Yes.
for us too. Okay, all right. So, what are you most excited for the rest of like 2026?
How's my life gonna change?
Okay, because it's still new, right? Like
Yes.
you, with your new level and everything. So you're looking forward to the change.
Yes, and
Okay.
also how much we're gonna achieve and how all the things, how things we like dream of will happen. Yeah.
Yeah. So your fans, they have been following you for over 10 years now. So what do you want to say to them? I'm sure a lot
yeah.
still like stick around and
Yes.
they watch you grow basically. Yeah.
I would say thank you for allowing me to explore my new ideas and being myself because I think I really did show a lot of me to my fans, like not like the one I'm trying to like hide. It's just like, but I think everyone had like places in you that you have to keep it. But I do express a lot of like things that I want to show them, and
Yeah.
they really accept it and really like I think my friends very open to like all the stuff, are very generous.
Because basically they've seen all of you and
Yes.
they have loved all of you also. Yeah.
Right. And they're very supportive of me, like allow me to really explore the things I want to do. And the word they tell me like, just do what you think's what best for you, because we trust you in your own work. You know you the best, and then we will be like behind, helping you to push you to like the point, and that's really give me like the encourage me to like move forward. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got great fans.
Thank you.
And you've done great work. You've done great job, and we can't wait to see what new things you will bring us and you will entertain us with. So thank you so much for coming. I'm so glad that I get to talk to you today. Yeah, and please come back to Thailand often.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right.
I'll come back again for like holidays.
Okay, so that time you get to like spend your alone time, your like to recharge. Hopefully.
I'm joking. Yeah.
All right. So I'm asking this question to all of my guests at the end of the show. So we want to know what is your favorite word, most favorite word. คำนี้ดีของเต็นคือคำว่าอะไรครับ In English, or you can give like also Thai and Korean if you want.
There's nothing to lose.
There's nothing to lose.
Just do it.
Oh, okay. So that has been your personal philosophy of doing things.
That's true, and also just be you and be true. You're too sensitive of how people kind of like see you, and then you're afraid to like do it because if I do that, what people might think of you.
Okay.
So that's become like, why is your choice? And if you do it and it doesn't happen, who to blame? Then it's you. They're not the one who just like comment like, oh, they can laugh at you, but like, then you can change to something else. So there's nothing to lose. Just do it. It's your choice.
Those are great words. Thank you so much. ขอบคุณมากครับ
Okay.